Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So today, school's in session. I'm going to show you how to kill this thing. TS-5. If you're running the front lines mode, obviously you're running into a lot of these. Um, at distance, yeah, they are definitely one of the two hardest tanks and front lines matchmaking to kill at a distance. Now, if you can get up close, obviously, if you're in a fast, even a medium speed tank, you can circle around this thing. I mean, you just, circle strafe the hell out of them. But if it's right in front of you, a lot of people, and I'm going to show you a replay, and what I'm going to do is I'm in my TS-5, and I've got probably 11, maybe 8, between 8 and 11 tanks in front of me, all shooting at me, and they just couldn't pen me. And most of those were at a pretty decent close range. I mean, they weren't this close, but they were pretty close. So where do you shoot this thing? Now, the easiest places I have found to shoot this and penetrate almost every single time, right here. Aim right where those headlights are, the blackout light, headlight, whatever you want to call it. It's a headlight on the right side, headlight on the left side, and then on this, that's a blackout light and a blackout light for driving at night. So, aim right here, and you'll pen every single time. If it's angled like so, shoot it right here. If it's angled it like so, shoot it right here. If it's straight on, and you don't have, let's say it's got his lower half hidden, you don't have shots at the drive, right here where it bumps out, and right there where it bumps out. Basically like those ears right here and right here. If you aim, try and get closer here. If you aim like right, it's hard to get it to kind of be right where I want it. I don't want it to be too close, but if you aim right where it starts to kind of come out, that's a weak spot right here. And same over here, you'll pan it pretty much every single time. As long as you hit at, where it's angled out right there, you'll pen that pretty much every time. The commander's hatch, there's a good chance you can penetrate that, but more than likely he's going to be wiggling and shaking. So, and it doesn't stick up that far, but you can pen that commander's hatch. Now at distance, that's where you have a big problem. With the way Wargaming really did a doozy on your aiming reticle. It used to be in that circle. You would put, if I get my finger like that, you had the center part of the circle, and most of your shots would go towards the center of the circle. Now it's like a shotgun. It just kind of scatters. So if you don't have any, if they've got their lower plate hidden, you can still try for those angled shots, where that angles out and where that angles out, but you're probably better out trying to go for the commander's hatch. Now, I've actually shot, I got this really bright, that's why the screen's up so you can see down here. I have shot this lower plate, and I've hit it a couple times and bounced every single time. It seems to me, if you were to hit right here in this little area between these two hooks, that would probably be your best, I would almost guess your best chance, or right on the hooks maybe, like right here or right here. It seems to me that would be your, like X marks the spot, a good spot to shoot. But like I said, I've hit it a couple times, standard rounds, and didn't penetrate. Now, if I would have had a premium round, it might have blown right through there because it is pretty, got a pretty good angle on it though. Just don't aim down here because that's just gonna ping ping. I mean, that's like an auto bounce if you get down to that angle. But yeah, so anywhere else in the back, obviously shoot it in the engine deck, set it on fire. Anywhere else in the side and rear, very easy to penetrate it. It's just the front that people are having a lot of trouble with these things. And I'll see them on the enemy team, and I'll be watching my team shoot at it, and they're spraying the front. Somebody said that if you shoot this right here, this gun port, that you can pen that. I just don't see it happening, even though it's I don't know. I'm guessing that's got to be your like coaxial machine gun. It's awful big for a coaxial though. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. That's way too big for a coaxial. Um, but I just don't see it going through there. I just really don't. If it did, well, I haven't shot one there, and that's kind of a small target from even this far to try hitting that with the way the aiming works on these tanks now. Just yeah, good luck. But yeah, so anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some gameplay and I'll be in my TS-5 and we'll kind of watch where they were shooting me. I've got the mod on here so I can see exactly where the rounds are hitting, so it'll give you a good idea where they're shooting. So if you're going to hold on, I will be right back. Just to give you an idea, um, most of my match, well, not really. I'd say most of my match was actually in my IS-3, but I did do quite a bit in my TS-5, if I remember right. Let me look. Not really, 7 shots. So, yeah, most of them I think were in my IS-3. But the TS-5 is the main thing that we'll kind of focus on. But if you look at the amount of damage bounced, um, hits received, let's do all. Whoops, I'm this TS-5, I'm sorry. Hits received 22 times. This is just the TS-5. 22 hits. I only got penned 4 times, 18 bounced, and I got hit with a lot of the splash damage from enemy arty, their arty drops, their, the artillery drops is what really was whittling me down. So I ended up blocking 3,690. So you can see it does have good armor, but that's if they don't know where to shoot it. Total, I had 43 hits, 17 pen, 26 bounce for 6,025 damage bounce. Made 141,171 credits. Because I shoot all standard rounds, and I still see people shooting premium rounds. It just makes me scratch my head. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, why? It just doesn't make any sense. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Plain and simple. So yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute here, I'll be back and we'll go over the actual gameplay and kind of show you where they were shooting me at. So I'll be right back. All right. After going to Armor Inspector, which I'm glad I did, now there's a few places that I've been penetrated, but now that I think back, they must have been shooting me with premium rounds because standard rounds definitely would be struggling to go through this area here and this area here. Excuse me. Um, if you look straight on, and I was talking about right there, and right there where it sticks out, you can see it's bright red. So you're looking at 230 to 274 millimeters. So I mean, that one goes all the way up to 310, depending on where you hit it because of the angle and whatnot. So standard round, fat chance. It's going to take a premium round to go through there, but you should be able to with a premium round. And you can still see, you know, 267, 279, 230, 210 is about as low as I can get it to go, and that's still 254 with the angle and whatnot. The gun goes up 20 degrees, down 5 degrees, and to the left and right 10. I wish it went down a lot more. Also, I looked at this lower plate. You can see that's nice and yellow down there, and you think, oh, that'll be easy pen. Well, no, because of the angle. If you look at that, it's only 90 millimeters thick, but with that angle, 236 millimeters. So, I mean, you've got a decent chance to pen there, but you're still looking at premium rounds. I mean, unfortunately, this is going to be a premium round soaker upper because pretty much no matter where you try and shoot to penetrate this lower plate, it's just this. I mean, that angle is just huge. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to take premium rounds to go through that lower plate. I did look at the gun like I thought. There is no weak spot on here. Somebody thought you could shoot that, whatever that hole is. I don't know if it's a coaxial machine gun, but no, that's definitely not going through this. Um, it gets up to 600 and some millimeters thick. 643, 558, 644. I mean, 260. I mean, this is spaced armor also. So yeah, you don't even waste your round on this gun mantle. Um, Up here on the commander's hatch, the lower part, you would think that'd be the easiest place to pen. Not so. 100. I mean, it is easier if you can hit that spot. It's 190 millimeters with the angle 207. But actually, the easiest is this part right here, um, which is going to be 110 millimeters, 196 millimeters with the angle. So a standard round would go through there, but 208, a lot of your rounds are 200, standard rounds are like 212, 209, 203, 205. Unless you get into some of the tank destroyers, then you're getting up to, 235, 240 for their standard rounds. Up here, same thing, 195. That's such a small strip. I mean, that's going to be a real bitch to penetrate because of the fact how small that little spot is right there. But that you could go through the standard round if you can hit the darn thing. Um, but yeah, you can see that this, I mean, look at that. 1377, 14, 691, 695. 308. I mean, even Yagzellas will have trouble going through the front of this um, with premium rounds unless they hit it. And the easiest place I found is this, like right here. I mean, 5 millimeters, even with angle, 66 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 209 with the angle, 248, 250. So some areas are still pretty thick. So it's not a guaranteed penetration. Now at this angle, it's like a penetrate every time. That's if, which I've been hit here multiple times and been penetrated, and there's a hitbox there. So I still imagine even at this angle, it's still going to be a hitbox there at 49 millimeters thick. And don't shoot right here in that red strip though. That really, well, that's just the angle, I guess. I thought it was red, but no. Yeah, if you can hit this stuff here, I mean 72 millimeters, you can see just really depends on their angle. That's only 95. It gets thicker if the straighter you are, which is weird. Seems like that would get thinner. I looked over here on this side on a side angle, and you're looking at 105 all the way across. And I'm shooting above. I'm aiming above the track, as you can see if you look. You can see on this it's aiming above the that plate there because that's going to be spaced armor. According to this, it'll go through that and then down in here, which straight on apparently is, unless it's only talking about the shield is 105 millimeters thick, but I don't think it is. I don't know if I can. Yeah, 111. 111 is pretty easy. So yeah, it looks like you could pen it right through here and go right through, that right in there. Obviously, it's angled, and that's why it's so much higher there, but at a straight angle, you're looking at 106. Roast 217, 38 millimeters, whoops, 212. So even artillery hitting this thing, let's go straight up and down. 39 millimeters, even the engine deck. Better off shooting at the engine deck, though, if you're in artillery. That way you can probably set it on fire. Just try and stay away from this big behemoth of a front end. So you can see it is very well armored. It looks like your weak spots though are right here, like I thought. Still in some of the areas, depending on the angle they're at, it's going to take a premium round. But yeah, I thought it was. It must have been I must have been penetrated by premium rounds in this area right here, because there's 230. With the normalization angling and everything, you're looking at 268, 281, 513. So here I thought it had to have been premium rounds hitting me in this area. But yeah, it is hard to kill, but you know, there is a couple weak spots. So, you know, keep a lookout for right here. You know, commander's hatch. I would probably aim for either this part right here or this part right here. Looks like dead center. If you aim at that little glass thing is, it probably, let's see, 190 millimeters thick. I don't know why. Must be because it's on like glass. Don't aim at those. Those are just gonna, it'll get a critical and that's it. But yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to hit this one here on Armor Inspector to really just check out that supposed weak spot here. That's not a weak spot. And these ears right here. A lot of premium rounds are going to get slung at this thing, I can guarantee that. But your easiest area to shoot the thing and really go through it is looking like right here. So if they get hauled down, then work on their commander's hatch. If they're not hauled down, easy to pen them here all day long. But yeah, so now, if you want to hold on, we'll go ahead and do the replay of the battle. Alrighty, so here we are in the TS-5 tank destroyer. Now, this is at regular speed, and you can see, I mean, if you've got a medium or a fast-moving tank, you can easily get on the rear of this thing and just make them pay. The front of this, though, that's where the magic is. The gun, it's got a hell of a reload. Mine's like 7.2 seconds, basically 7 seconds. It's kind of funny, this Ferdinand over here, there's a IS-3 over there, IS-3A, and he gets taken out, so I figured, well, I better go help him, you know, get rid of that IS-3, or he's just going to start shooting our guys up here in the rear. Now, obviously, I don't have a turret. IS-3A does. And then, I'm going to speed this part up real quick. So he shoots me here in a second. And you can see, he had no chance of penning me right there. And that's a good thing to do, is wiggle it like that. That way, if he is trying to aim at your side, you're going to just bounce a shot. Just got to wiggle back and forth. So, we're going to continue after this, but the funny part is when I get over here, watch the help I get. And not to knock anybody, but I really feel it was somebody that bought one of the wheeled vehicles, the premium one, the EBR 90 or whatever that is, and really didn't have a clue. Borrowed mom's credit card and bought it, and then, because watch, it's actually kind of funny. So you'll see him, he's getting fixed up right now. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to chase down the IS-3. I need to be careful. And he's still getting fixed. I think he's up there taking a nap. So, there's nothing I can really do other than start backing up and hopefully draw him out. Well, then here comes the EBR 75 like a bat out of hell. One shot. I don't even think he hit. So I'm going to try flanking him. Now wait, we got help over here too. We got the M4190 GF over there shooting too, who's missing. This is hilarious though. It's like, you know, looks like three monkeys fucking a football. So here we go. So he almost kills himself ramming in there. 465, I think, is what he lost there. And now he's right my way because I could have shot the IS-3A in the butt, but I can't because he's sitting there and he's trying to climb the hill. So the M4190 misses again. The EBR just takes another hit from the IS-3A that should have been dead 5 minutes ago. And he's down to 100 hit points. And still on my way. And then the M41 GF just misses again. And then we've got somebody that's going to drop one of those arty strikes in there. I don't really care. I'm full health. I just want this IS-3 dead. But the arty strike finished him off. No big deal. I didn't lose any health. I'm not sure. I got stunned. But I'm not sure if they took out the team damage. But the highlight of this tank is coming up here in a second. So I'm gonna get to this point up here where we lose the spot right here. And so what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna leave except for me. There's a heavy, medium, light, and the ELC is already hauling butt. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7, maybe 8 tanks up there that are going to come rolling over here. And I'm full health. And watch, we're going to watch from this view so you can see where the rounds are hitting. And I'll slow it down to about this speed so you can get a good idea where the rounds are hitting and whatnot. But I'm going to speed it up here for a minute just till they start piling out here. Okay, so the rounds are going to start coming at me here in a minute. You can see there's a... What the hell? Oh, I dropped an airstrike on him, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so we just got hit. That round was right here. And like I said, you get hit there, you get hit there. More than likely, you're going to be able to penetrate it. Commander's hatch. It looks like, yeah, I just got hit there. That's going to be pretty hard just because of that slope. I kept it pretty bright so you guys could see. Yeah, you can see that slope there, and that is not a weak spot. So we've already kind of figured that out. And this spot right here and right here are not as easy to penetrate as I thought. Looks like premium rounds for those. The only place you're really going to be able to pen this with a standard round by the looks of it are these right here, the drive gear area. There's hit boxes in there. I've been hit there many a times, and we're going to watch this and kind of see where I get hit. Okay, so I'm taking aim, obviously. Okay, where did that round just hit? That one penned. Standard round AP out of the low. Low's got really good penetration. Very accurate gun. Now the rounds come flying in fast. Okay, so he did penetrate right there where I thought earlier at the beginning of the video, I said, I bet you anything if you hit in this area right here, that's a weak spot. Now, probably not literally every shot, but the low does have very good penetrations, like 230 something if I remember right. And he hit pretty much dead center. So he did pen me, and that was with a standard round. And up higher though, two rounds bounced. So I'm trying to do this as slow, but not to where it's painfully slow, so you can see where the rounds are hitting. Do it quarter speed. Believe me, the rounds just start flying in a few seconds here. Okay, so looks like we just bounced another one on the lower plate. Believe me, guys, this is not as easy as you think. I'm trying to show you where you're getting shot at, where it's hitting, where it's penetrating. Okay, there's another one. That's one of the rounds right down here that just hit. That had no chance in hell. So it looks like that center spot, like I thought, is going to be kind of maybe the weak area right here with a higher penetrating gun, though. Everybody seems to be shooting at that lower plate, too. I'm trying to watch and see if anybody aims, because I didn't wiggle and move it around at all, really, other than when I took a shot and moved, because I wanted, you can see I'm the only one up here. Everybody else is hauling Catulis. But I wanted to see if I wasn't wiggling and shaking where they could penetrate it with hopefully standard rounds. I'm surprised I wasn't getting hit with a butt ton of premium rounds. And the reason that's obviously right there. Oh, that's the thing I dropped on them. Sorry, so slow, guys, but I'm just trying to. I want you to see where this thing's getting shot at, so you can see where to penetrate it. Oh wow, yeah, fat chance in hell you are not gonna pen that. We already went over that. You are not gonna penetrate this anywhere. That gun mantle is like 600-700 millimeters thick. You're not gonna go through that with a Yagzilla. But he might have been. Okay, that looked like it hit me down here again. Now, as you get hit so many times, the rounds do disappear. And that does look like it is lower. So I have a feeling, I don't know. Now I got a green mark back here. See, all the rounds that are hitting me, though, are from right up there. I got a feeling that that might be a new round right there. What was it? What? Gosh, I didn't see what hit me there. All right, so we'll let her go. Okay, so the load just took another shot at us. Something hit us right here. Yeah, as the rounds hit, things start disappearing, so that green one will probably disappear in a minute. And just wait, guys. These things all come rolling down at me. I was just trying to get as much damage as I could into while I was, give my team a chance to get back here and hide or whatever they got to do. Set up to cover these guys as they, finish me off. The IS-3 has only got 104 hit points. I think he was getting a crap shot out of him. I'm going to go ahead and just speed up a second. Alright, IS-3's dead. So now it's me, myself, and I up here. Taking shots at me, so I'm going to slow it down. Do 1/8.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I was getting some low rolls. I started backing up on the rock here. Bad idea, because you're giving them your commander's hatches an easy pen that way. So I was just trying to back up out of here. You can see I'm just trying to get out of here and get myself set up in a better spot. That one hit the gun mantle. That one hit the right here. Now that EBR, I believe it's on my side. Okay, angle-wise, right there. You can see the green. Hard to see, but you can see. Remember I said, when I was showing you the angle like this, I said shoot up here on this area up here, and it would go through and penetrate, and that's exactly what happened. He hit me right here, and it went through and penetrated the superstructure. Yep, you can see right there where it went through and penetrated. And that's at actually, I think that was the EBR that penned me. And the Progetto slinging premium rounds. Back up here a little bit here. Now there's 13 seconds before. So that one, he shot too low, hit right there, and it didn't go through that. I mean, there's just a window of an area, like right here. It's like the top of that screen, and just maybe 2 or 3 little marks down. It's just a little area, hard to hit, but it is hittable. Speed up just a little more. I got half the team coming at me now. Alright, so the EBR just Progetto bounced again. Bounced, knocked my track off. EBR just knocked my track off. Oh, I think this is where, yeah, this is where that somebody dropped an early strike on me. So as you can see, this thing can take a licking. It's hard to see with that damn hardy stuff going on. In 8 seconds, I'm gonna start getting hit. And there was somebody just shot me. So Carnarvon's shooting me with HE. EBR bounced again.
Penetration.
Now, okay. Oh, good. Somebody tried shooting at the commander's hatch. So, took a shot. Somebody took a shot at the commander's hatch. It looked like the lower part bounced. Just basically skidded off. And I think that was all the... Okay, so now it's kind of cleared up a little bit. You can see the shells that were down here are now gone. Now we got 5 seconds till the big arty strike from the thing is going to drop on me, and I think that might be what finishes me off. Okay, EBR did pen me. And I think it was right here. I'm just going at the angle he's setting at. It's hard to tell because you can't. Yeah, I'm thinking it was this one right here. All right. Lower plate. Right here, bounced. See, no one's shooting this right here, and that's where I'm telling you is the easy spot to pass. WZ-132 just shot, bounced. I'm trying to see where he shot me. Oh, he actually, right here. But he shot, oh dang it. He shot too much to the left. He needed to shoot here, and he shot right here. See, now look at this. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm still putting damage on them too. I mean, this thing is made to soak up damage. It's not meant to sit in the back and hide. If you can hold off, and you can see my team is gone. They hauled ass, which that's what I was hoping they'd do. So, you know, 4 of the light tanks are back here now. They're taking up better positions. I'm here by myself, getting ready to croak. But I was at least able to hold them off enough for my team to get out of there.
Enemy is hit.
Still do damage. Low just shot at me, did 398 damage, and he put one right... Oh, no, that was me. I'm sorry. That was me shooting the low. EBR just shot at me right here, and you can see it skidded through, but there must not be a hitbox. Yeah, there's no hitbox there. So it penned through nothing, basically, like a tin can. Missed. Get that dirt out of the way so we can see when the next round comes flying at me. Now that, even at that angle, I was real surprised that for one he actually hit me. Now there's more of them here. And I was just trying to, I wasn't going for kills. I was just going to take as many of them down health-wise as I possibly could. And you can see, yeah, the M46, the Pershing, I hit both those. The Progetto, I hit him. The ISM, I hit him. The Carnarvon, I hit him. The Low, I hit him a couple times. And the WZ-132, I'm not sure. I don't think I hit him. Okay, now comes the big shells right here. And they're going to start really dropping on me hard. Yeah, see, that's... Nothing I could do. That was a heck of a lot of health I just lost in one shot. So basically that was the big arty shell that took me out, not any of the enemy team. So if it wasn't for the arty shells from the enemy team in general, no one person dropped it on me. It's because I was in this red squared area and I didn't get out of there in time. If it wasn't for that artillery strike that just hit me that took over 800 of my health in one shot, I probably could have held that spot a little bit longer, maybe done a little more damage. So you can see this thing, definitely a frontline tank. I mean, if you sit back and snipe with it and you're top tier, you're not doing your team any favor. If you're bottom tier, well, yeah, you're going to want to set them back and, snipe because obviously you're in an 8 shooting at 10s, do the math. But if you're top tier and there's a bunch of 7s and 6s, I can't imagine a tier 6 would probably have trouble bounce or shooting this thing in the side or rear. Not seriously, it would probably penetrate it in the rear. But even some of the side shots, I mean, it's got decent armor on the sides. Frontal, no. I don't see a tier 6 and half the tier 7s even penetrating that thing from the front. But anyways, guys, I really hope it helped you try and figure out where to shoot the thing. Um, Obviously, you can see it's probably, unfortunately, because I hate shooting premium shells, but this thing is going to be um, getting hit with a lot of premium shells. You can see that already. But like the lower, hit me dead center. That's where I thought, like I said, X marks the spot. I thought that was going to be a weak spot, and it looks like it actually is. But it looks like you got to be pretty darn accurate where you're hitting. Um, but like I said, those two gearboxes on each side of the track, that looks like the biggest weak spot that you can easily go through. If you can get side shots in that little area just above that shield, even at a side angle, that's still really weak in there. Hard shot to get though, or the commander's hatch, but the commander's hatch isn't that easy to penetrate either. So it is a tough cookie to crack. You definitely don't want to go 1 for 1 in one of these if you're in another tank destroyer that doesn't have that good of armor or that good of aim and slow, because he's going to chew you up and spit you out. The rate of fire on the thing is phenomenal. 7-second load time is what I have. So, and that's without food. I believe I don't have food on it. I'm almost yeah, I don't have food. So, yeah, anyways, guys, I really hope it kind of helped you. Um, I do the best I can, and if I got the tanks, I like to show you, at least try and help you figure out where to kill the damn things sometimes, because I know these things they're a bitch to kill. They really are. It's good. It's a good tank destroyer. It really is. Hell of a gun, great armor. Just it's slow, obviously, and it traverses pretty slow. But that's the only two real bads down. Man, it doesn't have the best gun depression, -5. I really wish it had -10. That would be nice. But anyways, I hope it helped you. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.